Episode 9 of the Whiteboard video series is here today, and we're going to take a step outside of investing. That's been the topic of our first 8 videos, and today we're going to talk a little bit about estate planning. I'm not going to give you too much in-depth information because estate planning is very personal and needs to be tailored to your situation, but I did think that there are a few documents that it's important that you know exist. Talk about with your significant other and get them in place quickly, because if you don't have them, you're missing out on protecting your family against some traumatic events. So before I go any further, I just want to make sure that you're aware that I am not an estate planning attorney, so I cannot give you any estate planning advice. However, giving you some information about some documents that you might need to have to protect your family is within my realm of expertise. So if you have any specific questions to your situation, consult an estate planning attorney or estate planning professional that they can help you walk through these documents and tailor them to what you need. But what are the documents you might need? Well, there are 4 main documents, and they are a will, a living will, a healthcare power of attorney, and then just your durable power of attorney. I'm just going to give you a quick run over of each. These whiteboard videos are meant to be short and sweet, so we're going to go them real quickly, and I'll let you take that research beyond on your own. So the first is the will, and that's a very important document, especially if you have young children. I think a lot of times we think of a will as determining who will get what in an inheritance, but when you have children, the will is going to be the document that determines who will take care of your kids if you and the other parent are not here to take care of them. So it's a very important document because without it, it's left up to the courts. And sometimes the courts may decide in line with what your wishes may have been, and other times they may not. So the only way to ensure that your children will be taken care of by the people you would want to have take care of them is to have that in a will. So that is a very important document that as soon as you have children, I recommend that you go ahead and talk to an attorney to get that drawn up. The next is going to be the living will. The living will is just your end-of-life decision document, which is basically going to say that you want to remain on life support, you would not remain on life support. It takes a very tough decision out of your spouse's or significant other's responsibility, because they're not going to be the one that has to make the decision of whether or not to keep you alive via life support. You get to express your wishes, and the doctors follow this if this event were to happen. The next is a healthcare power of attorney. Just allows another person to make healthcare decisions for you, not at the level of a living will, but decisions underneath that. And then finally, just the durable power of attorney is going to give somebody else, usually your significant other or spouse, the ability to sign paperwork for you if you're not in town. So if you had a document that needed to be signed and one person was out of the country or out of the state, the other could sign for that person using the power of attorney. Not an extremely important document, but it's a nice one to have just in case, protects you in case there's somebody out of town that needs it. And something needs to be done. So again, the 4 main documents you want to have are a will, a living will, a healthcare power of attorney, and just a regular power of attorney. If you were going to try to do this on a budget and only get one, and if you have children, I would say you need to get a will. That's the first document. But usually most estate planning attorneys will have a package deal where they wrap all these together for a reasonable price. So today's topic was estate planning. Get your documents in line. It's been my finding that most young couples do not have them, and it's usually before they go on a trip out of the country together on the same plane that they start thinking about it. So if you have kids, do it now. Reach out to an estate planning attorney, ask somebody for a referral, and get these documents taken care of. That's all I've got for you today. We'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.